It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. He's been a target machine each week, 5th in the league in receptions. It's the Commanders and the Jets. All that and more coming up next.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're...
A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Well, the Jets offense ready to take over, and they do so behind the now 40-year-old quarterback. He hit that milestone back on December the 2nd. Here it Rodgers going to come out throwing. And his first look is incomplete. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That's taken at around the 40. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 24 carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Brissett now. And he fires one, but incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Rodgers to throw on second down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the rounds instead of their number 1 guy.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. They stiff arms him, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Brissett. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's 1st down as he'll get this down to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake, Brissett. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Brissett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So out now come the Jets. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Brissett's throw taken in by Samuel. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. To throw, Brissett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On 1st down, Rodgers. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Rodgers. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Washington offense heading out. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Brissett. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And New York set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks, got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you talk about this Jets defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
He
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Henry. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Rodgers now to throw.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Washington offense set to take over. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
From the 35, here's the 2nd and 8.
Now Brissett.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Brissett. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
To throw is Brissett.
Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel, a 16-yard touchdown.
And Washington has taken the lead.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Now Joey Slye for the point after.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. but I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Jacoby Brissett back out for his guys' next possession. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Brissett sets to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Throwing, Brissett. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Catch is made by Hardman. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And this offense on third down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson in the Commander offense.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate...
And now off to the races down the right side. 39 yards there, a big one.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Slide for the PAT.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
Jahan Dotson getting set for this next drive.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players They relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're
the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. To throw, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The New York set to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Rodgers.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Now Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan today.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jonathan Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
On 1st and 10, Brissett.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Brissett now. Thomas brings it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
Brissett now on 2nd down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Brissett.
Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And New York set to take the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rodgers' throw going to be caught by Davis. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get...
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward half. Touchdown, Jets! Hunter Henry as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Zerline good with a PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Desmond Ridder with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. The Panthers trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A second down throw for Brissett. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
To throw is Brissett. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 99 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Brissett on first down. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 1.
At the 20-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. A beautiful fake. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This is caught. And he is out of bounds here. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Ball start. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Handoff now to Robinson.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And a completion to Wilson. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Rodgers.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Rodgers now on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Cook up the gut. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
121 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Brissett on 3rd and 2.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. He's got the first down and more.
And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A give left side to Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Open man is Samuel, complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. From the gun, here's Brissett. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jets' 40-yard line.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Brissett.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Brissett. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And that is no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down.
And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Jonathan Allen, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Complete, Hunter Henry. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 4.
At the Commanders' 38-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more.
Going right back to Wilson.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman from 21 yards away.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Commanders' offense returning to the field.
They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Brissett throw complete there to Thomas.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the give, here's Robinson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 162 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Brissett to throw on first. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Cole Turner. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Sly on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And capping it all off was Cole Turner with a touchdown catch. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught by Davis. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play action now. Brissett.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Commanders,
it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now.